You're sitting across from her. She's flashing you that pageant smile, giggling at all of your mediocre jokes. And she says, I'm having a blast. You feel like you're winning. Wrong. You're being played, son. You're wasting your time reading her texts, analyzing her words. She can lie with her lips. She can lie with her perfectly crafted Instagram bio. But there is one thing that she absolutely, scientifically cannot lie with: her nervous system. Your words are a lag in the system. They're filtered, they're processed, they're often political BS designed to avoid conflict, right? Your body, that's real time truth, broadcasting her level of safety and trust. Whether she knows it or not, that's exactly what her nervous system is signaling to you, my guys. And if you are an ethically masculine man and you have watched my videos, you can decode all those signals, baby. You're going to know the truth. Guys, today we're going to teach you to observe reality instead of the fantasy. You're trying to project onto someone. You want her. Guys, stop projecting, because the woman you want, the eminently feminine woman, is filtering for the man who operates with congruence. We are turning you into a human lie detector. Buckle up, boys. Strap in. It's gonna get crazy. I'm sure you've heard the myth, boys. I know you have. The 7-38-55 rule. And if not, you need to watch more videos. But this is where nonverbal communication is like 93% of the game, right? This idea originated from the work of psychologist Albert Mehrabian. But here's the key takeaway. And really the key takeaway that the nice guy misses. Look, when there's conflict between your words and your body language, boys, the body language always wins 100% of the time. If her words say, I'm having a great time, but her arms are all crossed, right? Her body is screaming incongruence, and your brain knows it. We don't care about the amount of body language. We care about alignment, because the alignment is really the only thing that matters. Now, yeah, I'm going to talk to you in other episodes, and maybe even today, a little bit about how patterns recognition is really important. So, if their body is in these alignments multiple times, this is a really strong indicator, right? Alignment is the core of rapport, right? Rapport is basically the science that defines a mutual trust and connection, right? We need that rapport with other people in order to stay safe. We got to stay connected with that tribe. So, why does she actually mirror your movements? This is one of the big indicators of attraction, guys. Mirroring, all right? Mirroring is what evolutionary psychologists call reciprocal altruism. Reciprocal altruism. It's a great name. It's a great term, right? And it's a primal signal of cooperation and mutual investment. If you adjust your posture and she subconsciously does the same, dude, her nervous system is giving you an early green light for relatedness. Third pillar of the ACR, baby. Everything you can find in ethical masculinity. It means she's comfortable enough to share space and resources with you. That's what it's showing you. Now, look, the fake alpha, right? The fake alpha, these red pill losers out there, they're going to try to look dominant. Hey, baby, what's going on? Look, this is garbage. The ethical man aims for comfortable congruence. Comfort, right? You got to warm it up, my dudes. There's truth in the gaze, right? Not just body language, but the gaze. Psychologists have studied eye contact as a powerful tool for signaling intent. Comfortable, sustained eye contact, it signals intention. It signals integrity. It's how you show her that your worth is non contingent. You're here with her. You're in the moment with her, and your ego is not fragile enough to look away. You are strong and you're grounded. Look, dude, you don't need to make it like a crazy eye piercing into your soul stare, but it's a soft, warm eye contact you hold a little bit extra long. And if she breaks that eye contact really quickly, guys, it doesn't mean rejection. It could be a sign of vulnerability. It could be a sign of intense attraction. Guys, if she refuses to meet the gaze at all, she's signaling a lack of safety. That's what it is. Guys, congruence is the only currency out there, right? For the ethical man, reading body language isn't a tactic for manipulation. That is not what we do here at Plant the Spark. What we do here for the ethical man, it's a constant audit of your own integrity and a respect for her autonomy, right? When a woman's words and actions align, she's displaying congruence, the most foundational trait of a high value relationship. So when those words and those body language signals start to sort of sync up, baby, you're in like Flint. You're good to go because that relationship has already sort of started to become solidified. She is now showing that interest in you. However, there is the incongruent trap. If a woman is constantly giving you a pleasant smile while fidgeting, she's displaying a lack of emotional stability. She's prioritizing your comforts over her own truth. This is a red flag, guys. This is a red flag. This is not sexy. This is not cute that she's giving you everything at her own expense. No, a lack of emotional stability, guys, we're not looking for that, right? Her prioritizing your comfort over her truth, major red flag, boys. Major red flag. Fire starters. In the future, it means she's going to try to avoid conflict, right? Probably. It's going to let resentment build. And then it's going to blindside you later. The eminently feminine woman is secure enough in her autonomy to say, look, I'm cold. Can we move? I mean, you're out to dinner with her, right? And the eminently feminine woman looks right at you, right in your eyes with trust and admiration. And what does she say to you? I hate this place. Can we please go somewhere else? Look, you want a partner, not a passenger. You want someone who is willing to speak to you on that level, right? We are not these alpha trash dudes who think that they're better than women. We're building a strong, equal relationship where we both play our roles out perfectly because we are grounded in our femininity and men in your masculinity. Now, Dr. John Gottman, he did some real famous research on relationship stability, right? Really famous stuff here. And it showed really small interactions called bids for connection are really the lifeblood of a partnership. Bids for connection, right? And I've talked about this on one other episode, but I'm going to get into it a little bit more here. Guys, most of the bids for connection from women are non-verbal. Non-verbal. When she lightly touches your arm while laughing, that's a bid. That is a bid for connection. When you lean in and listen without interrupting her, your posture is accepting her bid, right? You've got to accept these small bids. If she gives you a little touch, you've got to lean in. right? If she starts to lower her tone and whisper and she wants you to get closer, you've got to do it. Accept that bid. You can't be the weak little boy that sits back and says, "Nobody likes me." The ethical man doesn't just listen to words. He recognizes and accepts the nonverbal bids, guys. Come on, right? This signals high relational competency. ACR, baby. Come on now. You know how we do it. Come on. Now, what are some practical tips and scripts, right? What is the Firestarters Non-Verbal Checklist, if you will? Well, you know I'm going to bring you this stuff because I always do. You're spoiled. You're spoiled here at PlantTheSpark, right? I've got the paid content, right? But I can give you most of it here anyway. Let's be real, but not all of it, baby. So here's your checklist for observing reality and filtering out fantasy, right? Complete with my dark humor because look, you can use this stuff to test her congruence, right? Let's test her congruence. So number one, right? The congruence test, testing the smile. When she gives you a big, fake ass, nice smile, call it out subtly, right? Not to criticize, like we're being warm, we're being flirty here, but we're doing it to test if she can handle your honesty. We're flipping the script, baby. Now, look, you got to make it kind of edgy, a little flirty, right? Yo, I appreciate the effort, but that smile is so professional. I feel like I should be giving you a 5-star review for customer service. Let's try for the "you're actually enjoying yourself" model this time. Guys, it's beautiful. You're calling out her garbage, right? Her BS smile. You're testing her ability to display vulnerability and drop the freaking performance because ethically masculine men, we're not looking for a performer, right? Not that kind of performer. You are testing her ability to drop the veil. A high value woman will laugh and drop the facade, right? A low value performer, they'll get defensive, they'll get awkward, they'll double down. You don't want that, guys. We are looking for the eminently feminine woman, not any woman. We want a specific type of woman here on Plant the Spark. Number two, the autonomy scan, reading the distance, if you will, right? Watch her proximity. How close is she to you? Is she using barriers to block the empty space, the negative space between you? Now, if she physically leans back or keeps her purse, phone on the table, right, between you, that is a clear sign of creating distance. What do? Guys, you respect the distance instantly. If she needs distance, do not crowd her. Then you'll use a physical script to test the waters later, right? The little innuendo. Right. So wait for a pause, lean back comfortably, and say something like, I'm getting the sense that if you backed up any further, you'd be ordering a cab. Are we still in the safe zone or should I be preparing my dignified exit? Guys, this is bold, it is direct, and it is calling out the signals that she is giving you. We don't want to play games here. We are looking for our woman. Girls, you're looking for your man, your ethically masculine man. You've acknowledged her physical signal with humor and respect for her autonomy, right? If she closes the gap or laughs it off, you're good, right? Maybe I don't know. Maybe she was feeling too hot in the moment. I don't know. If she agrees, look, you thank her for her time and you leave with integrity. Integrity. The spark's not there. You tried to plant that spark. It didn't take. It didn't take hold, fire starters. There is no fire. Move on. Ethically masculine men are selective. All right, number three, fire starters. This is one that is rarely talked about, but this tells you a lot, and that is to decode the feet, because the feet really are the exit strategy for people. The feet rule is the nasty. scientific secret, right, on the internet. The feet usually point to the direction of interest. If her torso is facing you, but her feet are pointed toward the bartender or the door, her interest is not with you, it's with Biff or getting the hell out of there. Don't get resentful, guys. This is your chance, right? This is your chance to screen yourself out of a low effort encounter. This chick is not for you. This is not a woman for you. Eminently feminine or not, the attraction's not there. Get away. So what do? Right? It needs to be direct. It needs to be final. You stand up, you smile, and you say, look, my brain is telling me we should get another round, but your feet are subtly telling me you've already called a lift. I trust the feet. This was fun, but I got to go get back to my intrinsic value. And then what do? You turn around and you walk away immediately. Now, guys, if this script doesn't work for you exactly, right? And it usually won't, because these scripts are 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 blueprints that you then adjust for your particular situation, right? So adjust it slightly, right? Make it work for you. This is all about you and your moment, your groundedness, your mission. And you fix these things to fit your personality. Now, in this last one, right? You're not being rude. You're not being mean, right? You're demonstrating non contingency by gracefully terminating a dead end interaction. You're leaving her with the impression that you prioritize your time and attention over everything else. You are a man grounded in your mission. If she's not attracted to that, then maybe you shouldn't be attracted to her, because she's probably not worth your time. Guys, if this episode did anything for you, if you learned one script that you can use, hit that like. If you learned one idea that you could implement in your dating and attraction future, hit that subscribe, baby. And if you haven't, I am disappointed, because you know we only bring high quality stuff here, fire starters. Subscribe, be a part of the nation, baby. Plant that spark. I'm Mike. This has been Plant the Spark, and I'll see you on the next one. Later, buds.